I gotta try not to be offensive in this intro. Okay. Now, like I said, I promise it wouldn't be offensive in this intro because, I'm not Jewish, so it'd be really inconsiderate if I just made a bunch of Jewish stereotypes, because that's not me. So let's just get along with this review, we'll just have a nice, clean review. And oh wow, there's a quarter and a penny on the ground. I need to make a decision. I'm getting both. I had a bagel this morning. Barbara Streisand is amazing. And Fiddler on the Roof. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it. Welcome to Roll Reviews. I'm Chase Lee. I'm here to review Son of God. This is a new biblical epic movie about Jesus Christ from birth to crucifixion. Oh, spoiler alert? Anyways, apparently this movie is a series that was on television called The Bible, and basically they took each episode of that miniseries and they just edited it together to make the Son of God. You can definitely tell, okay? That's the one thing I really didn't like about this movie. So let's jump right into this. The directing. Okay, I don't know if this specific person directed each segment on television or whatever. It's just you could tell it was section after section after section. It didn't really meld or connect at all. I will say when Jesus went to Jerusalem, that's when it started picking up for me. It just made more sense after that. Everything was edited way better than the beginning. I just felt the beginning was just jumbled. It was the segment thing. A segment would play, and then it would fade out, a hard fade out, and then fade back into the next segment. I was like, that is a definitive thing to tell us that was a separate episode, and this was a separate episode, and you just faded them together. I just didn't really find that to work that well, so I'm sorry, but the directing in that aspect is just terrible because it's just jumbled at the beginning. Like I said, when they get to Jerusalem, I thought it was a lot more coherent after that in terms of telling the story or whatever. So I don't know. It's really weird. It's the directing is good in some parts, but it's just sloppy in the next in terms of the story. It's just I don't know, man. Okay, so the acting. I thought the acting was pretty good. The guy that played Jesus, I've never heard of him before. He did a pretty good job. You don't know anyone in this movie. No one will. But I liked all the actors. I thought they did a pretty good job. It's not like they did terrible or anything. I have nothing against any of them. So, yeah, the acting was good. Cinematography. I liked the cinematography when it was in desert locations or when it was actually on location. But there was some scenes where you could tell it was on a set and it was it looks kind of cheesy or whatever. So, but overall the cinematography was pretty good. It did capture, back in the day or whatever. So I thought it did, like I said, pretty good. As you can tell, I'm not really stoked about this movie. It was good, but it wasn't whoa, it's the Passion of the Christ, man, which I have not seen, by the way, but I need to check it out. So editing and special effects. As like I said before, the editing is very jumbled. I hated the fact that they took an episode, another episode, and they just did a fade in between, and it's just lazy, and it doesn't really connect sometimes, especially at the beginning. The beginning was just so jumbled to me. But like I said, once they hit Jerusalem, it got way better after that. The special effects. This was a TV miniseries. You can tell The graphics looked like they were made from a 1992 like computer game or something. They were. Why couldn't you clean them up? Like seriously, like you are gonna put this into a movie into theaters, clean it up. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so overall, I'll give this movie. I was battling on this like the whole time while watching this. I'll go with a 6 out of 10. I think it's a pretty decently good movie, but it's not like something that you have to go rush out and see because apparently it's exactly like the TV show or the miniseries or whatever. Like it's verbatim, like nothing was changed. It was the exact same thing. So maybe you should just watch it at home, I guess. But in terms of like theater experience, it wasn't like really blown away. But like I said, it was decently good for what it was. And here's the thing about religious movies: you're gonna piss people off either way. Like it's just the way it goes. Now, I don't really care if it's religious or not. I just want it to be a good movie, and I'm just here to review it solely based on the filmmaking aspect, and those are my thoughts. So 6 out of 10, have you seen Son of God, or have you even heard of it? Comment that place to rub below my face and let me know. And as always, thanks for watching more reviews. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I'm going to go eat another bagel. I'm sorry, that was really inconsiderate. I'll see you guys later.